with some trading cards selling for almost $500,000. I've gotta ask, why didn't any of us invest in this? Who knows how much I would have had if my parents would have just listened to me and bought me that Lego Star Wars set for my birthday. Hint hint, almost $10,000. Pokemon cards, Legos, and all the other stuff that we don't care about fall under one category: alternative investments. But what exactly are they? Well, simply put, they're an investment that falls outside the traditional realm of stocks, bonds, and cash. This would also include cryptocurrency, real estate, art, and anything else you can think of. Think of them as the rebels of the investment world, offering unique opportunities for diversification and potentially higher returns. Haha, get it? Rebels, Star Wars, get it? I'm so funny. Alternative investments have a few key benefits to them, but of course, before investing in them, make sure you understand how it impacts your portfolio and how it helps you reach your financial goals. And do your research as always. But now let's dive into some of the pros and cons of alternative investments. The biggest benefit is diversification. Alternative investments often have low correlation with traditional assets like stocks and bond, making them an excellent way to diversify your portfolio. This can help reduce your overall risk and increase stability during market downturns. Like how the Lego set that I should have had kept on increasing in value during the 2008 recession. And yes, if you can't tell, I'm still salty. The second major benefit is the potential for higher returns. Most alternative investments have the potential for higher returns compared to traditional assets. Otherwise, why would you be investing in them? Another major benefit of alternative investments is that they're tangible, such as real estate, precious metals, or other collectibles. And unlike stocks or bonds, which are purely digital, tangible assets can provide a sense of security and ownership. However, the biggest alternative investment at this point might be cryptocurrency, which I guess is still digital, but don't worry about it. And finally, alternative investments are a great hedge against inflation. Certain investments like commodities or farmland have historically acted as a hedge against inflation, and as prices rise, the values of these assets tend to increase, preserving purchasing power over time. Commodities are great because they rely on supply and demand, and if the demand is increasing, then supply has to keep up, which means that most likely commodities and agricultural products will always be a decent investment.
Stonks.
However, there's still quite a few risks to alternative investments, and the first one's gotta be illiquidity. Alternative investments are often less liquid than traditional assets, meaning they cannot be easily bought or sold on an exchange. For instance, if we take a look at the Pokemon cards and Legos, you'd have to sell them through secondary markets to even make a profit, and that's assuming that they get sold in the first place. And this lack of liquidity can make it challenging to access those funds when needed, especially in times of financial distress, which is why you should always have an emergency fund, but that's a whole different topic. Secondly, alternative investments are very high risk as well. Startups, for example, have a high failure rate, and investments in collectibles are subject to fluctuations in market demand. Although the 1999 Pokemon base set Shadowless First Edition Holo Charizard sold for almost $500,000 when it was popular, nowadays it's not worth quite as much. Demand in this area fluctuates a lot, so you better hope that the product that you buy will increase in value. And if not, you'll just be stuck with something that no one wants, including yourself. And finally, alternative investments can be quite complex. They require specialized knowledge to evaluate properly, whether it's understanding the intricacies of a hedge fund strategy or assessing the authenticity of a rare collectible. Navigating the world of alternatives can be daunting for inexperienced investors. You have to know where you're buying before you buy it. And this is why I always say to do your research. Alternative investments can certainly add spice to your investment strategy, whether you're eyeing that new Lego Star Wars Battle Pack or considering a stake in the latest NFT craze. And if you do want to eventually crack into the Lego or Pokemon market, then you should definitely go look at what sets will be popular in the future, what Pokemon cards are popular, which Pokemons are popular, as well as understanding the market as a whole. Remember, due diligence is key and diversification is your best friend. So what's your take on alternative investments?